Bonjour mes enfants, it's your Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, back with another episode of Uncle Dan's Vintage Vinyl. And today, Uncle Dan has a sponsor. Yes, the sponsor is Wicked Wanda's Wonderful World of Wild and Woolly Wigs. Yes, Wicked Wanda's, where every wig is approved by Hound Dog Taylor, because every wig costs $4.49. You get down there, you ain't gonna pay, I swear, $9.99. Yeah, that's right, Wicked Wanda's. Get down there, do not let your head go bald. Yeah, get down to Wicked Wanda's, get you a wig, do not let your head go bald, children. Yes, Uncle Dan is here today. This is really hot. Uncle Dan is here today. I got wig hair now to talk about, yes, one of his favorites of all time, Hound Dog Taylor. The one, the only Hound Dog Taylor. Everybody knows the Hound, right? Yeah, no, you maybe don't. Hound Dog Taylor. Great slide guitarist, great vocalist, blues man. Just died in the blues, man. And one of my heroes. I took up guitar because I wanted to sound like Elmore James and Hound Dog Taylor. So I play me some slide guitar. And that's what you got to do. Well, anyway, I've been thinking about it because the other day I was somewhere. I was at Cheapo Records in St. Paul, Minnesota's, and picked this up. This is a reissue of Hound Dog Taylor's first album from 1971, and also the first album for Alligator Records, which was founded by Bruce Iglauer because he wanted to record Hound Dog Taylor. He wanted to put out an album by Hound Dog Taylor and the House Rockers. Hound Dog Taylor, the great slide guitarist, his band Brewer Phillips on as he say on bass and lead, second guitar, bass and lead, played rhythm and crazy lead. So Hound Dog Taylor, Brewer Phillips, and then Ted Harvey on drums. Very minimalist band, but absolutely rocking. This album has sold bunches for by comparison. I'm getting a lot of glitter on it, but it sold bunches for Alligator Records, and they reissued it. I'm not sure when they reissued it. I don't have a date on here. They reissued it on 180 gram vinyl, and they added in "Look on Yonder's Wall." Hound Dog played a lot of songs associated with Elmore James. In this, "Wild About You Baby," "It Hurts Me Too," and "Look on Yonder's Wall" are all associated with Elmore James. And "Held My Baby Last Night." I forgot about that on side one. "Held My Baby Last Night." Very much in Elmore style, and yet also in his own style, was Hound Dog, and just one of the greats. Played crude guitars. This is a Teisco Del Rey 4-pickup Teisco Del Rey. This is known as now as the Hound Dog Taylor model, and he played slide. And I'll show you something in a bit. Anyway, he played slide guitar. Great. Other albums by Hound Dog were here's my original. It's actually the album isn't in it, but this is my original. I bought this in '78, I believe. One of the first blues albums I bought, and still just one of my absolute favorite albums. So just a great album. I think next I got this one, Natural Boogie, which is also just tons of fun. Another one I've listened to so much over the years. Somewhere around 80, 81, I picked that up. Got this about the same time, Genuine House Rockin' Music. I got this before. This is a little out of this was, I forget what year this was from, 82. But I got this, and this was actually after, this was just pulled together out of Hound Dog's tapes that he'd made that he recorded with Alligator Records, because Hound Dog didn't like to. Hound Dog didn't like to rehearse or anything. They'd just go in and play a live set. So they'd go in and they'd play a live set, and they'd play for bam, they just knock it out, play for a long time. So like, every session was just like everything. Another, just fabulous, just a fabulous album, just a ton of fun. And it's got Brewer Phillips contributing vocals to Kansas City, the Chestnut, the Lieber Stoller, I believe, Chestnut. I got this at some point after that. I hadn't found it, although I believe it was from a little earlier, 76, yeah. So I got this a little bit out, but I hadn't seen it. And I love that shirt on there, and I got a lot of Paisley now. I should have worn Paisley today because I got a lot of Paisley shirts. But yeah, Hound Dog, man, just the coolest guy. And this was a live album, and just a great live album. Anyway, when I got this, I knew some about Hound Dog, but I was already playing guitar. I was playing slide guitar. And slide guitarists will play, some will play with the slide on their ring finger or on the little finger. Some will play on the ring finger. Some on their middle finger, like Bonnie Raitt does. She puts the slide on her middle finger. And maybe the Derek Crux does too. Dwayne Allman, I believe, put it on his ring, wore a Corseiden slide bottle on his ring finger. I like to use a brass slide on my little finger, but that's me. Anyway, I was like, well, which finger does Hound Dog use? Because I wasn't sure. I hadn't thought about it much. Look from this that when you look at it, it looks as though he's got it on his ring finger, right? All right, excuse me, on his little finger. If you count them up, it's like it's on his little finger. But then I started looking at this one, and I saw a finger down there, And I said, oh, I guess he's got it on his ring finger. And then I started counting fingers. Yes, Hound Dog Taylor had 6 fingers on each hand. The story is at one point he got a little alcoholized and decided to cut off the extra finger on his right hand. The word was that they got in the way of him playing guitar when he was playing hard. That finger, over which he didn't have a great deal of control, I understand, got in the way. So word is he tried to cut it off. He was drunk, tried to cut it off with a razor blade, and maybe succeeded, but ended up at the ER because of that. So anyway, yeah, Hound Dog had 6 fingers on a hand, and then that shows up very neatly on this album, GA20, which is a blues band, and they show the 6th finger on his left hand here, just a tiny little digit. The interesting thing is that the other fingers are really strange, and you see the thumb. His thumb was just huge, but his other fingers is like his index finger, just huge there. So his polydactyly, to use the Latinate term, point of fact, polydactyl is Greek and not Latin. Led to this situation. Anyway, great, just a great musician, and stuff that's just fun. And one of my favorite songs by him is "Give Me Back My Wig, Honey, Now Let Your Head Go Bald." Really didn't have no business, honey, by you no wig at all. Yeah, just a ton of fun. I've told my kids, and I need to put it in some instructions that if anybody does bother to hold a service for me when I'm done at the end, not a service, I'm an atheist, but a memorial or whatever, some wake or something. I said I want 3 songs played. I want Dylan, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. And I want Elmore James, Goodbye Baby, I gotta leave you now. Oh darling, you didn't love me no. Anyway, and Give Me Back My Wig, because I figure that's just, go out to Give Me Back My Wig. If you love the blues, I think you gotta have these Hound Dog Taylor albums. It's just raw fun and just just a complete delight. There are some other albums out there. On CD, I have another one, to Release the Hound, which has some live stuff and unreleased stuff. I don't have that on LP, although I need to get it on LP. And then there are some other live albums, and they all sound great. On CD, I have those on CD, and there may be some additional ones around that I haven't seen. But get them. The first album is just the first album is a complete classic, and if you love the blues, you ought to get this. I will say, by the way, this 180 gram vinyl, there's a little problem in it. It plays okay, but there is a kind of a little raised area in it. I was disappointed in that, but by the time I recognized that, I'd thrown away the receipt, so kind of done. Anyway, Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, reminding you, get you a wig. I got cut off there. You don't want to get cut off. I swear you don't want to get cut off. Yeah, children. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up reminding you to go down to Wicked Wanda's wonderful world of wild and woolly wigs and get yourself a wig. Then you never have to say, "Give me back my wig," and you never have to let your head go bald. As always, Uncle Dan saying, "Mes enfants, au revoir et aussi à bientôt."